Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Hermitcraft. Last time, we made a promise to Mr. Tango Tech, whose head we wear today, to bring him lodestones for Decked Out. We got a shulker box full of TNT, and we got people against my new mixtape. We're ready to go to the nether. Ladies and gentlemen, our goal today is simple. Dig out as many ancient debris as we can in as short of time as possible. And in order to do that, we have to avoid lava, of course, and place down a bunch of TNT. So that is exactly what we're going to do here. We're, of course, mining at level 15. I just passed the debris. There we have it. Our first debris of the day. That's one down, 255 to go. We're going to try and get 256 ancient debris because that will make exactly one stack of lodestones that we can deliver to Mr. Tango Tech of the decked out variety. So I think that should be a good goal to go for. So let's go ahead and place down some TNT, make some boom booms happen, and see what we can find. The only thing we're doing differently from previous TNT runs where we look for debris is instead of placing down all the TNT first and then lighting the first one in the tunnel, we are basically not relying on the TNT to chain anymore, and instead lighting the TNT directly every single time as we place it down. So we just basically light the TNT, that turns it into an entity. We can then run through that, place another one, light that, etc. all the way down the line. And I think this is a bit faster method and much more consistent. Nearly died, but we didn't. Okay. Let's see what we can find. Let's see what we can find. Anything good? Anything good? There we go. That's what we like to see. I see a couple. See a couple. Gotta make sure the rest of this is alright. Think it is. Yep. Alright. There's number 5. There's number 6. Let's check here to make sure there's nothing else around. Here's number 7. Not bad. Not bad. Alright. Well on our way now. Well on our way. And after a little bit of boomification, of course, we then have some debris all collected and ready to smelt up. So I will pop this all into the smelter up here. It'll go into the blast furnaces and get smelted up. By the way, these furnaces, I've had these things working for a while. We've been smelting up the netherrack we gathered while we were gathering the debris to get the netherite scraps and such. And look at this. We got plenty of nether bricks, so if we need nether bricks for anything, basically, we're all set. We've also crafted some nether bricks and stuff, so all good there. It's a fun time. We did a lot of this on stream, by the way, so if you want to see that, twitch.tv/cubfan135 to see us boomificate some netherrack and collect some ancient debris. It was a really fun stream. Talked a little bit about the MCC 29 victory. Talked a little bit about TCG. Talked a little bit about life in general. Had some polls and some crazy predictions and stuff. So, yeah, it was a fun time. Alright guys, so the last of the ancient debris is smelting up into netherite scraps, and it's got me wondering, I wonder how much XP is stored in all these furnaces here, because I haven't really used them for XP. That's why we have the levers on here to lock them, to lock the hoppers underneath of them, so we can pull out things if we need XP. But I haven't done that in a while, and we've smelted not only like stuff we smelted today and all this stuff, but a lot of the stuff over the course of the season has been smelted in these smelters. So I think it would be interesting to see how much XP we get from each one of these. I would guess probably like 50 to 100 levels in each one, but we'll see. Anyways, that's our netherite scrap all created, so let's get ourselves some ingots. There we go, and then a stack of the beautiful lodestones. Look at those things right there. These things make wonderful floors, by the way. They're also a really good highlight block, like I've done here with the side of the minecart station that goes underwater and then loops back around via the top. So, now that we have these lodestones, I think Tango is on. We should go deliver them to Mr. Tango of the Technologies. Hello, hello.
Hello, how are you?
I am well.
Nice hat, I love it.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Very fashionable.
Channeling my inner dungeon master.
Covers like one eye, yeah.
Yeah, my hair covers a little bit, yeah, so it looks a little, looks like almost like a pirate Tango.
I know.
Yeah, dude, I got some stuff for you. Ready?
I like stuff.
Bam.
Oh,
these, my friend.
You busy.
Step right up. All for you. All for you.
Are you kidding me?
Got a whole stack of lodestones for you, man.
Where we go? 64
Yeah.
stones.
Yeah.
That's pretty. Yeah, I'm done. I don't need any more.
Awesome,
that's enough for
dude.
the rest of the dungeon.
Fantastic.
Are
That's
you
great
kidding?
news.
How long did that take you?
A couple hours, you know. We did a little stream, did a little myself just off camera, and yeah, just got her done, man.
Oh,
Got her
you
done.
are a legend. That is insanely helpful. Thank you so
Cheers.
much, Cub.
Cheers, man. Yeah, looking forward
Okay,
to this
okay.
being done. Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait. And, those who helped me out in the construction, might get an extra key or two. We'll see.
That's hype. That's hype. All right, I'll leave you to it, man. Farewell.
Alrighty, Cub. Thank you so much.
So it's awesome we were able to deliver those lodestones to Tango, and hopefully that helps him out a bit with Decked Out. Meanwhile, at the Pyramid, guys, I have not been able to contain myself. I have added some more stuff to the Pyramid I want to show you now. So, first of all, we added not only the TCG trophy up there, but also one over here. And you can see, yeah, TCG Pyramid badge, and you get this by defeating me at the Pyramid in a game of TCG for this badge, and it's pretty cool. Like, we have it sitting on an invisible item frame, so like you can like rotate it around. You can see it has some geometry to it on the inside there, and I think it fits super well in that corner. Like, I don't know, it just feels like it is meant to be there, right? Because it goes really well with the dark of the crying obsidian and stuff. So we got it up there and over here on this side as well. So that's one thing I added. Then we redid all the signs here because, yeah, they weren't fitting in very well with the crimson wood and the warped wood. So we changed the sign type from birch to warped and to crimson on this side. We colored them. We put the glow effect on them. And there's also some additions I've made to the game itself, which I want to share with you right now. Okay, so one of the additions that I made here is pretty... I think you guys saw this one coming, but I'll show you. We have one deck in here. This is the deck we used against Wells, and we have one deck in here, which is just a bunch of rare builder hermits plus some builder items types, just to demonstrate. But now if we hit the start game with random player...
TCG. Easy as 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
TCG, baby, you and me.
There we go. There we go. We got the TCG jingle that I made. So that's what happens when you start the game. And of course, it starts the game here, distributes your hand over here, and then distributes this over here. And then also, whenever you draw a card, we have it play a little sound now. Right there. So you heard it right there. So just a little chime. Same on this side, just to indicate that you've gotten a card and that your button press has worked. And then when you score a point, this is a little bit different. If I come down here, I added a couple of locking repeaters. We can come back to our maintenance area. Back this way. If I get down here, you'll see I've added to the redstone down here this line and this line. Purple and magenta lines, which basically allow us to have the ante on or off and always get a card on one button press rather than two. So basically previously, if I get back up to the top here, previously whenever a player scored a point in the pyramid, we had it so that, let's get back to the front, we had it so that if you scored a point, you had to press both the issue prize point and victory card button and the issue one card button. That is no longer the case. So now we only have to press this button and you'll see we'll get a card. In this case, it was from our own deck. We got a minor card. But if it was, say, if this was off, let's say, right? And we were playing ante, then we get a card from this deck, which is all builders. So if I get a point here, you'll see we'll probably get a builder item card. Yeah, there we go. So, yeah, now it took from the other person's deck. So, regardless of if this is on or off, the ante now works properly, which is super cool. I have some other things I'd like to improve with the pyramid, and those things include, number one, blowing out this wall right here to make this a little bit of a nicer and more open area in this part of the building. So we'll just do this, and we'll get some more copper here, of course, but for now I think this will be good. We'll replace this as well. Cross like so. There we go. Beautiful. We need some copper here to fill this in. But that'll open this up a little bit. I also want to like literally like open the walls a little bit more here. So we'll break this stuff down. We'll move this stuff up. That should provide a nice open area when you walk into the pyramid. And it makes it clear that there's things on the sides to see. And we also, I think I'm going to get rid of this here. Like this. And then we're going to like have a like a stair here leading up so that it's easier to go like this direction and then upwards here. Walking this way, and the same on this side. So we'll get rid of all this and put a stair right here on this block. So that's something we're going to do. Then on the sides, I want to do something really, really cool. So we went through here to get to the maintenance area, which is where we access the redstone. I need to keep this open because you never know when we're going to need to add some more stuff. But I think this area is more or less complete. So with this now more or less complete, I think we want to do something with this area here. And on the other side, I make my way through here. There is an equivalent area on the other side, which is also designated maintenance. As you can see right here. But maintenance area, it's kind of boring. And I think we can do something really, really cool in here. We don't have a whole ton of space because above here, like that block is the audience seating. And there's also through here, I want to say. Let's see, is it this one? Not this one. One of these. Yeah, that one right there. That is the water elevator upwards. So we don't have a whole lot of space here. And we want to like keep both these maintenance areas open to access the redstone. But I think it could be really cool to put a Champions Club back here. Alright everybody, welcome back. We're now back from the nether, and we're just preparing the area inside of here a little bit. So what I'm thinking is we're going to get rid of the door, which we've already done here. So that clears us a little bit of space. Then we're going to grab some planks and stuff and sort of extend this hallway a little bit in here to sort of like tie this area together a little bit. And then, once we get that done a little ways, so like into here or so, at this point, we're going to have our floor come in. We're going to have our floor made out of some blue terracotta, like this. You can see the redstone for the elevator here. And so this will be like the primary floor block here. And on top of that, we want some frog lights hidden by carpets. And so this is going to be like our hidden lighting here underneath of the floor. So this is going to be like this. And we're going to have it like basically go in here like so. Then we want to have something like some sandstone walls, some cut sandstone, and we're basically going to like have the entrance be here. Then like you go through a small gap. We'll have a little section for the maintenance, and then it's going to come out here, and this is where we're going to have our heads of players and like a sign indicating their record in TCG, and it'll sort of open up a little bit back here. So what I'm kind of like planning on is if I have those lodestones I just crafted, yeah, right here. What I'm kind of planning on is something like this. So like there'll be like a lodestone like every other block or so. And then on top of that, see if I can find something. Yes. Here's some heads here. We got Scar and Gem. And then, yeah, we'll basically have heads like this on the lodestones. And then below there, we'll have like a sign. And we'll say like, you know, Scar. 32 wins. 22 losses. Like that. And then this one will be Gem. And it'll be like 14 wins, 8 losses. You know, or whatever their actual record is. I have to look it up on the spreadsheet we're keeping. There's been over 300 TCG games so far. So a lot to keep track of here. But that's sort of what I'm thinking. And then like right here, I think we can have this sort of like come in a little bit here to sort of like frame it in. Yeah, I like that a little bit. And then, yeah, I think that should be pretty good. So, like, you're going to walk through this, and then it's going to open up over here. and we want to keep the maintenance area open as well. So I'll keep working here, but that's the general vibe we're going for, so I'll be right back. All right, everyone, check it out. We got ourselves the Champions Club, and this is the TCG Champions Club West. There's also a TCG Champions Club East, which you will see momentarily, but let's walk through it. So, again, this is on the side. Like, you go through the side, you got your arena seating, you got your tunnel over here, and basically, yeah, we come on through here. We got a nice little green patch here with some mangrove leaves. Had to keep the maintenance area so that we have easy access down here if we ever need to change stuff up or alter things or add sounds to something. But I think this is more or less like finalized now, so I don't anticipate having to come down here very often unless somehow like a creeper gets in there and explodes. But yeah, here we have the TCG Champions Club West. And in here we have all the hermits who have played TCG. Or I should say half the hermits that play TCG, or have played TCG. And we have their wins and losses. So you can see, you know, Jevon's played a lot, 65 wins, 29 losses. That's a lot of wins. Beef played a little bit. You know, Joe played a little bit. Scar, Gem. So yeah, this sort of gives like a running tally of everybody's wins and losses. This is up to date, by the way, in case you are wondering. So yeah, you can take a look and see. But yeah, it gives just a nice record on where people stand relative to other people, and they're all champions here. Everyone here is a champion, so that is awesome. And that's the West Side Champions Club. If we go across here, right through here, through this beautiful, now much more open area, which we decorated a bit, and we make our way over to the East Side. See, Champions Club East, this direction. We have an identical, or not really identical, but a very similar themed area this way, TCG Champions Club East. And if we walk on through here, same thing. Got the nice greenery here. We got a maintenance area here, which I had to move this a little bit because it was sort of in the way. But yeah, this is the other side, maintenance from the other side, basically. Again, don't anticipate we'll need to use that, but it's good to have it. And here is the TCG Champions Club East with all the other people who have played TCG thus far. Of course, we got Tango. Never lost right there. 1 win, 0 losses. We got Ito, Pearl, myself, B-Dubs, Wells, Doc, False, Corrales, and Ren. And so, yeah, that is the Champions Club East. This is a little bit bigger. And, yeah, we don't have too much more room to fit somebody else in if somebody else plays. Like, I think Mumbo, Green, Stress, and Iskall have not yet played. So we'll have to come up with some way to fit them in if they eventually play some matches. But, yeah, pretty cool to see, like, everybody's vote tally. We are currently, by the way, at 45 wins, 46 losses. So just about 500. We've played a lot. We've played like 91 games, so quite a bit. Also, we made a few other additions to the pyramid. If we head back to the front here, right, I also trimmed these down a little bit. I thought it gives it a nice shape to help us, you know, get up and down in the TCG pyramid. So that's really cool. So that has changed ever so slightly. In the front here, I also added something really cool. Check this out. We got the TCG Tournament Champion, and we put a head. This is actually my head, but this is actually a skin from what's called the MHF series of mob heads. So this is a dedicated Mojang-owned skin that anybody can access. I think it's called MHF ? And yeah, that's just basically a service that Mojang started way back in the day that basically has sort of like standard skins, so that if you ever need to get a head like this, like with a block with a question mark on it, which is what this is, you can do so. So basically, I'll just show you here. I set my skin to this head. Yeah, here's a couple extra we have here. And so, like, this was basically like this. And yeah, then I just exploded myself with TNT, and that's how you get this question mark head here. So yeah, pretty cool. So we're just going to put that there, and we'll eventually put the TCG Tournament Champion head there. Whoever wins that, whether it's, you know, myself or Doc or Ito or Jevon or Pearl or Cleo or whoever, yeah, we will do that. So that's super cool. One final thing I want to show you is in regards to the back side here. Been making all the upgrades here. I really want to make this like the spot to play TCG. So I've added some greenery in the form of some mangrove leaves up here. We've also replaced some of the side sandstone. It was a little bit too like beige here, so I added some greenery in the form of these waterlogged mangrove leaves. And outside we also have more greenery, sort of mirroring the inside here. We've added just a little bit of like a entrance point here to make it a little bit more official that this is a way into the pyramid. So, yeah, just sort of mirrors the front side in terms of the aesthetic there. So, pretty nifty, pretty nifty. And with that, guys, at long last, I am now, I think, satisfied. Well, I don't want to say 100% that I won't make any more additions, but yeah, I think now with all this stuff we've done. Oh yeah, I also replaced the crimson wood with mangrove because I realized that this was crimson wood, but all the other wood, like this red on the side here, that's mangrove wood up there. Got mangrove wood in the sides. There's mangrove wood like literally on the sides there too. So we switched that out with the signs as well. And now I think this pyramid is complete. Very happy with it. I'm trying to think of anything else I could potentially add, and I think we've now utilized basically all the space that it's possible to meaningfully utilize. So we got the exchange, we got the arena, we got the audience stand, we got these little lounges here. Yeah, I'm hoping that this is great. I'm hoping that people love it, and I hope you guys have too. Speaking of loving it, guys, I'm still loving TCG, and I'm loving the TCG tournament that is still ongoing currently. So we are going to go check out the bracket over here, see who we are facing in the second round. I believe it's Doc, and we're going to see if there are any other matches that have updated since then, because we have not seen this in a while. So let's float on down here to the bracket. A little bracketology going on here. Yes, so we do indeed face Doc, who I believe had a very close match with Impulse the other day. So that's pretty cool. Let's see, who else won? Beef won here. I believe Etho beat B-Dubs. That has not been updated yet, quite yet. We got Pearl won against Ren, which was a bit of an upset. And then Cleo beat Joe. XB, of course, advanced against Gem. And then I believe Asuma faces Jevin like today. So that is happening today. But we got to actually get going on Doc. We got to start thinking about what Doc does in his TCG matches and how we can counter that. Because we want to advance, right? We want to advance, but Doc has a very dangerous deck. Let's go back to the pyramid and we'll discuss it a little bit. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so welcome back to the pyramid. We are currently in the midst of trying to come up with a nice deck to face Doc with. And this is what we got so far. So we've got a mono miner deck, very similar to the deck we used against Wells. And the reason for that is, let me just show you here. If we take a look at the Hermitcraft TCG strength chart, the last match that Doc played, he played Prankster as well as Miner. And yeah, Speedrunner is strong against both, but Speedrunner also doesn't have any like common cards. So you're pretty much committed to Speedrunner plus another type. And I know that when Doc played, he also had leads. So we're going to try to avoid splitting up our type. We want to play like a mono deck so that Doc's leads have minimal effect. And I think that Doc is almost for sure going to play Prankster, because he loves playing this card right here, Stress Prankster type, especially with an efficiency book on the YOLO attack, which instantly knocks out the opposing active Hermit as well as Stress herself. Plus, he also has Grian, which is here. And Grian can like steal armor, so we want to try to minimize the amount of armor we have. In fact, I think I have too much here. And also the amount of attached stuff. We want to try to minimize that, so maybe not the Thorns book. I think I will keep the Totem, though, just in case we roll against Stress. That could come in useful in that case, against Stress Monster, if she tries to YOLO us. So, let's put this back here. We got to keep that in mind, and this is the only two types of Pranksters in the game right now. So that means that Doc is, if he plays Prankster again, he's guaranteed to have a split deck. So we want to make sure we have quite a number of leads, so I put in 2 leads specifically for that. So then the question becomes, what else do we need? So basically, I think we want to try and get as much damage as possible on Doc, and we want to be sure if we don't draw more than 1 Hermit off the start, which we hope we do, we want to try and do that as quickly as possible. So I need to add in maybe a little more draw. We already have a Composter and a Flint and Steel. Might make sense to add in another Composter, perhaps. and we need to get rid of, I think, at least one of these armors. Could make sense to do something like... There is like a knockback book, but I think that's rare. I think the poison and lava bucket are good. Hopefully we'll have the compatibility type with the prankster deck. That's sort of what I'm banking on here. And then that plus the poison and lava bucket, I'm hoping will just like shred through Doc's deck before he has a chance to draw the efficiency book with the stress monster here. That's sort of what we're hoping for. That's like the ideal scenario for us. So I'll make a few modifications here, and I'll be back once we have a deck that's ready to play. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so we've now finalized our deck that we're going to use against Doc. It's quite similar to the one we used against Wells, but let's walk through it. So, obviously, same Hermits, so mono minor deck. We now have a few less minor cards, so we only have 10 single minors and then 3 double minors, but the minors all get fully activated at 2 item cards, so that should not be a problem, I don't think. For us, except for obviously the common TFC has 3, but that's sort of the exception. All the rares get activated at 2. Over here, instead of the Totem of Undying, I went with Netherite Sword, just because I really don't want the totem to be stolen. So for instance, if Doc were to play an Emerald, which he wasn't running before, or if he hit the roll with Grian, he could steal the totem, which would be awful for us, especially if Stress was able to grab it. In that case, that would be like the ultimately worst thing that could happen to us. So I decided to eliminate that possibility and just go with the Netherite Sword for the damage. I also replaced the chest with instant health too, because chances are I'd probably grab the golden apple back. So this is pretty much just as good, and you also don't have to wait another turn for the chest to activate. Then we reduced some of the armor down a little bit and added a Curse of Vanishing book, just in case Doc does play some armor. We want at least the possibility of vanishing the armor away. We went with TNT, obviously, since we think he's playing Prankster. Leads could be helpful to move items around his board so that, you know, the wrong item is on the wrong item type, or the wrong hermit type, I should say. We got a little bit of extra healing here. We got bows to pair up with Hypno, so we can do up to 110 damage to AFK hermits, so that's huge. And... yeah, of course, we got the Chorus Fruit, so we can swap out if we need to. Flint and Steel for draw, same with the Composter, just in case. We also have the rare TFC with the Branch Mine ability, which should help us, if we get that, to draw a little bit more. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is our deck for this TCG tournament match, and our match with Doc begins right now.
Okay, I think we're good to go.
All right, good luck, Doc. Yeah. Good luck, Doc.
Good luck, Cup.
Let's do this
nice
thing.
Game. Okay, focusing time.
I'm gonna mute my mic so I don't make any.
Breathing heavily now. My heart's beating faster, Doc.
Yeah,
here we go.
I got some sweaty palms. All right. Woo.
I love this. I love the music. I love the music. All right, got a valid hand.
I got to reveal. I got a valid hand too.
All right, Doc is first to place.
Oh, this is the moment. Let's see what he's got. Oh, he is playing Stress. Okay. Interesting. Well, that is certainly a play which I was hoping for, actually. Okay, so I'm going to bring out... make sure I do the right one here. Hermit's here. This is the first time I played at this arena. We'll do Hypno AFK. And I'm going to attach a double minor card to TFC, and it's first turn, so I pass.
All right. Now.
Well, I'm slacked in here. I'm so sorry, everybody.
I was trying not to say. It took me everything to not comment on that, but I'm just gonna just watch it.
Okay. Item.
Okay.
And that's it.
Okay. Interesting. Okay, I'm gonna attach a minor card to Hypno. And I'm gonna attack with Branch Mine for 80.
Mm-hmm.
For 80, plus a type advantage for a bonus 20.
Yep.
And you get to draw a card. I'm going to give you a card right now.
Yes, indeed.
Because you won the roll.
Thank you. That's 100 in total, right? 200?
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah, you can. Don't do it. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, I'm gonna play efficiency now. And sniped.
Oh, okay. Okay.
That
TFC.
knocks TC out and stress out.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting, interesting. Playing an early double knockout. All right.
I want you to draw cards.
Doc switches into Gem. Cub into Hypno.
All right. At least
And
I
we
avoided.
get-
At least I avoided getting knocked out instantly with
We
one
have-
turn.
Yeah,
That was my main
exactly.
thing.
We have anti-off, so everybody gets 1 win point.
Yeah, you each get a prize point and an extra card.
You don't need to press extra card. Just press
Just the point.
point,
Okay.
player 2, and 1. It's all wired. We will get cards
Here's
automatically.
yours, Cub.
Thank you.
And Doc.
Okay.
Okay, and I'm passing over.
Okay. All right. I'm going to attach a minor card to Hypno. Gonna put on a armor onto Hypno.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'm going to attack with TNT. Plus got him for 70, so that's 130 plus the type advantage. No type advantage. 130.
And you do not take the 20 damage from the TNT because you have armor on.
Correct. And then I'll pass the turn back to you. Ooh.
Beef AFK.
Woo! Is that the rare beef?
Yes.
Oh, it is the rare beef.
Beefy tunes, it can remove status effects in case fire or something breaks out.
Okay. Very interesting.
Although that doesn't really, you attack me again. After that I have to switch. That's not really worth it.
Are we allowed? Cobb, are you okay with that?
I mean, I can leave it.
What's that?
He had it
I
on
would-
Gem and he just switched it to beef. He
Mm,
changed his mind.
I mean,
We leave it.
really shouldn't, to be honest.
All right, I'm gonna have to rule against that.
We
This
wanna have no
GMing thing is
debates.
hard, isn't it, Etho?
Yeah, I'm gonna have
No,
to
no,
put my
it's all
foot down
good.
on this
It's
one.
all good. It's all
I'll have
good.
to leave
No,
it where
no.
it is because you played it.
No, we're fine. We're fine. Yeah. Then the attack for 60 minus the 20 from the armor, so 40 goes through, and we pass the turn. What the crazy pulls.
Okay, well. I am going to just attack with got him for 70 on Gem.
Okay.
Then pass the turn.
It's risky. It's risky. But
Decisions.
yeah, the question is, should have attached the item to her maybe, and then fire full force. Okay, I'm gonna play another efficiency book,
Okay.
so she's fully powered up. Does 100 damage
Hit
minus
for
the
100.
armor.
Minus 20 from the armor.
80.
And I can do math, so that's 150.
Okie doke. I am... gonna play a flint and steel. Burning my entire hand.
Ooh, and this. And this.
And then I'll need 3 cards.
All right, 3 cards coming your way.
Something good, Etho. Come on, come on, come on.
No hermits.
Okay,
No
yep,
hermits.
yep,
I know,
good,
I know
good.
you're looking for
And
something
one
there.
more. Oh, okay, okay. Right. I will attack with... Got him for 70 again on gem.
All right.
Then I'll end my turn.
I'll play TNT.
Oh, okay.
That's 160, so I'm doing 160. 20 on me. So he's 10 health.
It's 120,
60.
100.
Oh, yeah, 120. So 100. So he's 50 health.
50 health, yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm passing the turn.
Okay. So... Yep, just attacking with... Let's see, hold on. Wait a second, Yeah. Attacking with got him for 70 on gem.
Okay.
Oh, this is tight. Gem gets knocked out. Cub, you will get another prize points
Thank you. Thank you.
with the extra card.
Alright.
My beef becomes active. And I have another stair item.
Aha.
That
Alright.
means...
Oh,
That's
snap.
GG. Well played,
Oh,
Doc.
man.
Well played.
Wow.
GG.
When did you get those
GG.
just now?
I got both those just now. Yeah, I ran out of hermits.
You
Man.
needed one more turn to get a hermit down.
Man.
I even
I'm
burned
so
like
sorry, Cub.
5. Burned 5 cards too.
I'm really sorry. I'm
GG,
okay.
man.
I'm happy, of course, that I won, but yeah, I'm sorry for games like that when you
Yeah.
just cannot get a hermit out.
It
It
happens.
was just.
It happens.
I'm sorry, man. At least you skipped the instant death at the
Yeah,
start.
that's
because
all.
you got
That's
two
all I
hermits
wanted. I
out.
wanted to skip the
Like-
instant death. Yeah.
Yeah, I was
Good
like,
game,
oh
though, man.
crap! I got the efficiency book and stress and a hermit. Oh. Well, yeah.
Well played, man. Well played. GG.
Well played. Well played.
Good luck in the next round, Doc. I'm excited to see you and Etho. See
Yeah.
what happens with Prankster and Prankster.
Oh
Baby.
God.
Oh man.
So,
Who's
oh
the bigger
baby.
prankster? I wonder.
Oh, I wonder. All right. Yeah. Thanks again, Cub. I'm sorry for the. Yeah, it was a short one.
Good match, man. Good match. So, ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately, our TCG tournament journey ends here with Doc knocking us out. We unfortunately ran out of hermits just before we drew 2 at the end there with our bonus card and our passing the turn. But that's how it goes sometimes. The luck of the draw simply was not with us this time around. But I feel like we still played well. Like, I actually intentionally didn't put armor on TFC because I figured stress would just take me out. Which did end up happening with the first rare TFC. So overall, I'm happy with how I played, and good luck to Doc against Ito in the semifinals. I will definitely be watching. I'm hopefully going to be there when they face off, because I want to see Prankster versus Prankster. That's going to be really interesting to see how that match goes. Anyways, that is it for me, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed today's episode, please leave a like. Be sure to subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next episode.